And again the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, and he moved David against them, saying, Go count Israel and Judah. The king said to Joab, the captain of the host that was with him, Go please to and fro throughout all the tribes of Israel from Dan as far as Beersheba, and take census of the people, so that I may know the number of the people. And Joab said to the king, May the Lord your God add to the people 100-fold of whatsoever they may be. The eyes of my lord the king may see it, but my lord the king, why does he desire such a thing? But the word of the king prevailed against Joab and against the captains of the host, and Joab and the captains of the host went out from the presence of the king to number the people, the Israelites, and they crossed the Jordan, and they camped in Aroer to the right of the city that is situated in the middle of the valley of Gad, and to Jaezer. Came to Gilead and to the land of Tatim Hadshai, and they came to Dan, to the city of John, and round about to Zidon. They came to the stronghold of Tyre, and to all the cities of the Hivites and of the Canaanites, and they went out to the south of Judah to Beersheba. They had gone to and fro throughout the entire land, and they came at the end of 9 months and 20 days back to Jerusalem. And Joab presented the sum of the number of the people to the king in Israel consisted of 800,000 valiant men that drew the sword, and the men of Judah were 500,000 men. David's heart smote him after he had counted the people. David said to the Lord, I have sinned greatly in what I have done. Now, Lord, put aside, please, the iniquity of your servant, for I was very foolish. David rose up in the morning, and the word of the Lord came to Gad the prophet, the seer of David, saying, Go and speak to David. So says the Lord, the 3 things I offer you. Choose for yourself one of them. I shall do it to you. And Gad came to David, and he told him, and he said to him, Do you prefer that 7 years of famine in your land shall come upon you, or 3 months that you shall flee before your oppressor while he pursues you? Or that there be 3 days pestilence in your land now? No one consider what I shall reply to him that sent me. David said to Gad, I am greatly oppressed. Let us fall now into the hand of the Lord, for his mercies are great, but into the hand of man let me not fall. So the Lord set a pestilence upon Israel from the morning until the appointed time, and there died of the people from Dan to Beersheba 70,000 men. The angel stretched out his hand toward Jerusalem to destroy it. The Lord regretted the evil, and he said to the angel that destroyed among the people, It is enough. Now stay your hand. The angel of the Lord was by the threshing floor of Aravna the Jebusite, and David said to the Lord when he saw the angel that smote among the people, he said, Behold, I have sinned, and have acted iniquitously. But these sheep, what have they done? I beg you, your hand be against me and against my father's house. Gad came to David on that day and said to him, Go up to erect an altar to the Lord in the threshing floor of Aravna the Jebusite. David went up according to the word of Gad as the Lord had commanded, and Aravna looked afar, and he saw the king and his servants passing on towards him, and Aravna went out, and he bowed down to the king with his face to the ground. And Aravna said, Why has the Lord my king come to his servant? David said to acquire from you the threshing floor in order to build an altar to the Lord, that the plague be stayed from the people. And Aravna said to David, Let my lord the king take and offer up what seems good in his eyes. Behold, the oxen for the burnt offerings, and the threshing tools, and the wooden tools of the oxen for firewood. All this Aravna the king gave to the king, and Aravna said to the king, May the Lord your God accept you. The king said to Aravna, No, for I will only buy it from you at a price, so that I will not offer to the Lord my God burnt offerings which I have received for nothing. David bought the threshing floor and the oxen for 50 shekels of silver. David built there an altar to the Lord, and he offered up burnt offerings and peace offerings, and the Lord was entreated for the land, and the plague was stayed from Israel.